Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Tonight I want to do a video for the Jubilee event that has started. So if you've not done this before, what you need to do is press start, go to your store, go across to event and click on the event quest, Ache for Cake. It'll send you off on a quest to Stonefalls if you're in Ebonheart. Then you'll go down to the dock there, where the little box thing is. Collect a couple of ingredients, which I believe is honey, flour and banana. He'll make a cake. He'll give you the cake. You activate the cake, and so you activate the cake by pressing start, go to collections. Collections, tools. The cake comes out, then don't forget to click on it to eat the cake. Right, now this video is specifically designed to get the max amount of reward boxes for this event, and I may show you some dailies that people have forgotten about, so I'm going to go through those right now. So I'm in Mournhold. I'm a Ebonheart practice character, so the locations may be different. So I'm not sure where they are in some of the other places, essentially. Right, I'm in Mournhold, which is in Deshan, and you come down to the Fighters Guild. And you see this guy here, he's got a daily to go do like a delve. Just do that and then you'll get your reward box. So that's the Fighters Guild one for the daily. Now to the Majors Guild, which is here. It's a very missable building. A lot of people do miss it. Which on the map it is here. Then you go to the left. Keep going left through the first door, and the guy who gives you a quest is right there. You also have a chance of getting a lead off this guy if you've not got that already. I can't remember what it's for, but doing that gets you a lead. Then there are 4 dailies here. 3 of them are dungeons. This one closest to the entrance is the DLC dungeon, and the other 2 are just standard issue, like a fungal grotto, banished cells, whatever. And this guy here will send you to a delve where you go take some stuff, essentially. This game essentially comes down to doing 1 or 2 things: go kill something or go fetch me something. So now we've done that. That is, what is it, 6 already? Then if you come up, if you're a crafter, which you definitely want to be, you come to your crafting stations, and there are 3 quests on this board if you learn everything. If you've done your tutorial for your crafting, and there should be 4 on this one. That's the main one people do, and they work very well for getting materials. You can do them in rapid succession. You could pick them up today, do them tomorrow, then straight after you've handed them in, pick up some more. That's what I do. I'm not picking them up now because I'm doing some quests, and I'll pick them up later on. So the next ones are so they're basically DLC zones that I got all the quests in, but there is some other optional ones. For instance, if you go to Craglone, there is a individual here who gives you daily quests. There are several of these scattered around Craglone. Look on the internet for all locations. I don't know where they all are, but there is some people doing them. The cake as well gives you XP boost, which does stack on top of a scroll if you use a scroll, and 1 level character up. So it gives you 100% XP on everything. Right, So when I'm doing my quests, what I like to do is I like to go from right to left to clear it out. But before we do that, let's start with the DLC ones. So if we go to Clockwork City, just load in at the Way Shrine. There should be 1, 2, 3. There's 4 daily quests in Clockwork City. They're worth doing. You'll get reward boxes for each of them. I do believe it changes where on your progression of the Clockwork City story. So I think starting off you get like 2, then by the time you finish you'll end up with 4. Anyway, let's jump to the next one. This is Cold Harbour. I'm not sure if there's one there. Yeah, there's none in Cold Harbour. I had to double check that one. There's none in Fargrave that I'm aware of. There's none in Arteum. So there's just a Clockwork City. They're really easy to do. And then we're going to jump down to Merkmire. Stupid ass. Merkmire. I like this zone. It's weird. So I actually do have 2 quests to hand in at Merkmire, which I did like 5 minutes ago. I will show you on the map the location, just in case you get lost, because it can be quite easy. So the Way Shrine's there, and you just want to just go just to the right of the Fighters Guild. You do get good rewards, and immediately hand it in. Look, I could pick up another one. And same with this. So it's kind of more relaxing doing it this way, in my personal opinion. Then you don't have to stress out doing every zone every day. You can just pick. You can only hold 25 quests, which is a shame. But yeah, you could do that. Merkmire is a really underrated area, by the way, for traders. It's by next to Way Shrine, which is good. So the next one along will be Blackwood, right next to Merkmire. Go to the town of Leowin, and you'll be at this Way Shrine. And what you want to do is, I misplaced them. I've already done these ones, so it's like, yeah, you come this way. So you see Way Shrine, come this way. There's 2 people here. Plus, yeah, this daily job broker and this daily job broker. 2 more quests for you to pick up, and they are rather easy as well. You do get reward boxes particular to each zone, by the way. So these are layering ones. And then the next zone is elsewhere. So I've already picked these up, but I will show you where to pick them up. Now this video may be long, but once you get into the habit of doing these, it's really fast on how to do it. So now we are in Northern Elsewhere. Come to this tent, which is here, straight line from the Way Shrine, and there's 2 in the tent you can pick up, and this guy will have another one for you. And essentially they are it's like kill a world boss, do a delve, and kill 3 dragons. This zone is pretty populated because the dragon materials for the alchemies are really expensive. Let me show you. Oh, my bad. So this one, and this one, stacks of them, which are stacks 200, you can sell for 600,000 each. That's what I sell them for, and they sell pretty good. Maybe you want to undercut, but that's up to you. So the next zone is Southern Elsewhere. Now, when you load into a way shrine, you can usually see these ones, but this one's a bit tricky. So what you want to do is come down the way shrine, go to your left, or behind the way shrine, to the left, then straight forward, and there's a couple of job brokers here. There's only 2 in this zone. I'll just pick these up because I'll do them after the video. Jeez. Oh, there might be 3 then. Because there's 3 people, there might be 3. Not sure. Let's have a look. Have a look. No, there's only 2. I thought I already had one, but I don't. Moving on to the next zone. Northern Elsewhere, it's Reaper's March, blah blah blah, crap. Right. The Gold Coast. Right, so, trying to think of where these ones are. I think they're in the middle. Now I'm hoping I don't miss any. If I do miss any dailies, please call me out in the comments. There's a problem when it does come to doing these though. They take so long to do. Right, so we've got one here which I believe is just the boss. Yeah, it's a world boss. If you don't like it, you just want like the closest one to you. Where's the thing? Just abandon it. Pick it up again. It probably gear the same one over and over again, but you just keep abandoning it. Yeah, it's good to keep getting the same one over and over. But, could take a while to get the one that you actually want, but it could give you this boss here. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Right, so there's actually more dailies here. So what you want to do is go to the Black Hand if you've progressed that far in the story. Sorry, the hand. And it'd be like contracts to kill people. It's a bit time consuming, you might not want to do this one. Personally I prefer speed over reward, because if you do them so fast on this character, like all of them, you can do it again on another character. If you so choose to. I recommend you don't stay sat down for extended periods of time, as it causes health problems. So every half hour, whatever, get up and move around. Right, so that's that area done. Let's jump to this one. Yes, I'm that lazy. I would recommend you going around picking up the world bosses first. It's my piece of advice, because the later in the day this gets, unless you've got a group, there's going to be less people onto the world bosses and Harrow Storms. So yeah. Where am I? This way. The harder continent essentially is what you want to do first. You go into Thieves' Den. There's a couple entrances to this, the like sewer pipe, and there's a latch in the city, which can be a bit of a bother to find. So we've got like a heist board here. You got a fence where you can sell your stolen items, and we have another daily up there that'll be to steal something. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to. But yeah, there's another 2 options there for you. Right, so the next zone we'll go to is Somerset. So there is 2 dailies here, and if you go here, but you can only do this after you've progressed so far, as I've done it on low level characters, and this guy went here. There's this guy who you can pick up another quest for. So that's 3 in Somerset that I'm aware of. Then we are going to go from there. I believe we've done... Yes. Then we're going to go to High Isle. Now, like I say, I do hope this video helps you, especially if you're struggling to just get enough reward boxes. Right, so we've got 1 guy here, then 2 more up here. It's bang next to the way shrine, really easy. Look at the population, killing world bosses, the volcanic vents, which is the equivalent of the Harrow Storms. Super easy. And then we're going to now go to Galen. If you are watching this while the event is on, the High Isle DLC is currently on sale for the Xbox. For super cheap, it's like £8. You can get the collector's edition for about 12. Crown's on sale as well. So if you come here, there's another 3 dailies in Galen, not far from the Wasteland. If you get Galen treasure maps, by the way, you can sell them for an exorbitant amount of money, like 100k up to 300k, depending on people who want to buy them. So keep that in mind. Right, so what we got left? Right, this is Craglorn, and it's easy to miss this one. The reach is kind of squished between Craglorn and Western Skyrim, so we're going to reach the main town, the Markov. And then you go straight forward, and just to your left, and you see the blue markers on the top bar, and they're your dailies to pick up. I believe my crosswalk's full of picking up. Yeah, I'm not picking just 2 up. Anyway, pick those up, do them. Then next we're going to go to Western Skyrim. Now you want to go to the main town of Solitude. Another bit long loading screen for this. So you just come down from the Wayshrine. There'll be 3 daily job brokers. Just pick them up, and it will be kill a boss, do a delve, disrupt a Harrowstone. But you might look at them and see them like this, like, well, that's not, what's that? So if you zoom out and zoom in on that, it'll tell you that your world boss is underground, because these are like caverns. So yeah, you should be able to find them pretty easy doing that. I really like the style of this area as well. Very rustic, I love it. Beautiful. We need another one here, a bigger version. Right, so now we go to Hrothgar. So Hrothgar's kind of different. The quests are not they're not in a city. So you need Chatel Wayshrine, which is just down from Ossinium. I apologise, by the way, if I'm butchering any of the names for this content. Pronouncing fantasy names is not really good when you're dyslexic. Right, so I did a big turn around there. You'll just run around, you'll see a farm. I will look on the map in a moment to show you exactly where I'm going. You're going to go past the farm, then you'll see the big house down the bottom. As you can see on my bar at the top, there's a blue marker. You pick up the quest. See, I don't mind picking up these ones because I've only got one, but I believe there should be more than just one. Whatever. Rothgar is a pretty dead DLC. It's like one of the first DLCs that came out. So it's kind of a dead area. So you might want to get friends to help you if you've got to do a boss, because the bosses are pretty tough on this area. Yeah. So I think now we only have one more area to go. I want a mammoth as a mount, by the way. I demand it. I demand it. So the next and last area to go, there is a couple more, but they're more optional than anything. What's this one? Strassenka. Right. I'm pretty sure, I'm just making sure I've covered everything for you guys. Yeah, Reaper's March. Right, so we're in Vardenfell now. Now this one's kind of a bit dodgy and people really don't like it because of the reason I'm going to stay. So where you pick up the dailies is not the same place you hand them in. And I know so many people have done the dailies and they could not find where to hand them in. They kind of just gave up with it. See, I've got it wrong door there. So what you're going to do is, where the way shrine is, the building that it's situated on, go to the left hand side, Halls of Justice. And there were two quests, one there and one there. It'll be a delve and a world boss. I don't actually have to leave for this next bit. So there you. That's all the standard issue ones. There is a couple more. Now, if you're not into PvP, you might not like this, and you can turn off now. Thank you for watching. Blah 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 blah. But these other ones are optional. So you go into PvP. And when you are at the North Gate, you'll get some quests. I don't really care if you're blue or yellow. As I'm not a blue or yellow, I'm not sure which gate they're at. Then there are lots with the blue marker, but you don't want to go to them all. You just want this one here. It'll give you an option, like it'll give you different quests. So it'll be capture 3 keeps, kill 40 players, or capture 3 towns. So if you're not familiar with PvP, these little castle things are keeps. These little church looking things are towns. So there's 3 towns. 1, 2, 3. See, if you've already captured them, they're already red, for instance, you've got to wait for someone else to recapture them and you to take them back. This is why I don't do this one. I hate it. It sucks. So the one I mainly go for is the capture 3 keeps. But you're going to need a group because you need people. For instance, there's 7 siege there, and that could just be one person with 7 siege down, as we're whooping the blues because they suck. If you're going to do PvP, by the way, I'd recommend you do a red character, because the blues are so toxic and the yellows work with the blues and they're so toxic as well. Yeah, so you want to capture 3 unique keeps, but there's a problem with this one. It will take some time. It'll take maybe an hour, depending on how the game is progressing. Right, so the next and last option for the Yes, sorry, I'm just getting some monies. The next and last option for the dailies is in another DLC area called Imperial City. My advice for this would be, if you have no interest in fighting players, be a Nightblade. This way you can sneak around, do your quests, and it's not that hard. It's actually a good way to get Telvar as well. So there's some mission boards here which is like kill 20 necromancers. That ain't gonna happen, so I'm abandoning that. Now you can keep it abandoned until you get one that you like, but I think that's just gonna be like kill 20 Nightblades, kill 20 Dragon Knights, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna completely ignore that one because I ain't got patience for it and I don't really give a monkeys. And if you go up each of these ladders, they're gonna have different dailies. So here's the daily, and she's going to tell me to collect 4 clothes and find a bottle of wine. You want to have a look at the map. If it's controlled by yellow area, there's going to be yellows here essentially. Mimulus. Yep. So you can do that, and once you've done it, you're not going to be able to get back to this person. So it's kind of a ball ache to just hand this quest in. So you run around, you collect the things that you need to collect. Then you press start, go to Cyrodiil, and jump to Cyrodiil. And annoyingly, you'll have to jump back into Imperial City to be placed back into the sewers so you can hand your quest in. It's really annoying. I'm not saying do it, I'm not saying don't do it, but it can be frustrating. So it's all up to you. That is all the dailies that I know about. Hopefully you can do as many as you can. And I hope this video helped you, because cashing in on these daily rewards is really important right now, especially if you're struggling with cash on the game. I will say one thing when it comes to earning cash. If you get a style page called Worm Cult, it's only available, as far as I'm aware, during this event. And you can sell it for up to 600,000 per piece. But if you want in really fast sales, it's not a stretch to sell it for 250,000 to 300 plus for a piece, and you'll get money in rapid succession. The problem is you're not guaranteed to get Worm Cult, so just keep that in mind when you're doing this. Hopefully you get good rewards. Mostly you'll get a lot of designs that you might not want. You can always sell those. If you want to check on the recipes, well, not recipes, sorry, designs of your furnishing that you get, just hold X on it. If you're on the Xbox, you don't want to do it on PlayStation, or you're just going to collect it. See, that is a piece of crap candle, and for some reason I ain't got it, even though I'm a master crafter 10 times removed. But you just get motifs, lots of crafting stuff. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, so I could sell that for a couple of thousand, maybe 20. I got an, so as you can see, I got that from the tribal box, which is in Merkmire, and I'm more than likely going to get more style pages from that area. So I'd get like the thieves outfit if I did the thieves area. I'd get the Argonian style pages if I did, like I said, I've just got one there. The Argonian ones if I did Argonian area, which is where I am in Merkmire. If I did Leowin, I'd get Deadlands Assassin stuff. I'm not always guaranteed to get a motif. Get some weapons, whatnot, Bog Rider, Inferno stuff, which is fine. You can either bind them to you or sell them. Let's see what this is. Nice stairs. nice column. See, they're worth a couple of thousand. I've sold these before for 15 to 20,000. Sold this before high as 45, but now this event's on, it's gonna be more common. So I might have to either hold on to it or take a hit when it comes to selling it. The style pages, they're always worth something. The worst ones are the Dremora. They really don't sell. I bought a bunch of them yesterday for 34 gold just to give to my friend who's new to crafting. So they really sell for that much, and it might not be worth your time. When it comes to collecting pieces of armor, I'd recommend you go to a table, deconstruct them, unless you've got one of those assistants who can just deconstruct them. Add it to your collections, because sets are constantly getting buffed and debuffed, and you never know what's going to be good, so you want to make sure it says collected when you're picking these things up. Yeah, I guess you can sell it. It's always good to keep an eye out on what's good sets right now. It's a good way of making money. But yeah, I hope this video helps. I truly hoped it gave you more options when it comes to doing the event. Now, I've shown it you just on one character, but I've got 18 characters. A lot of people have got 18 characters. Imagine getting all those rewards on 18 characters. I had no money essentially a day ago. Now I've got over 1 million on me. I think I might have more in my guild bank. It's not even a lot of money now. When you get to a certain point, million is nothing. You can pay very little for that. Right, so this boss is a bit of a bugger, but if I need help, I just type in zone chat, need help, and I can share the quest with people who join, and it kind of helps them out, it helps me out. And by the way, once you've done like all the quests from this zone, if you just join someone else's group, they can share the quest with you and do it again. So you can get even more reward boxes doing that. And that is all the information I have on this as well. The last bit of advice would be as well, keep an eye on your event tickets. The third to the bottom, it says I've got 5 out of 12. It's stupid that it keeps to that amount. I think it should be 20 tickets. Because if you've got max tickets and you pick up tickets, they're not going to count and you don't get out, so you're kind of just wasting your time. So once you've got 10 or more tickets, what you want to do is go to the Empresario tent, which is here. Sorry, Merchant tent, Empresario. It's because of the last event. You hand some tickets in, buy what you want. You can get personalities, pets, mounts. If there's nothing that you want there, go to Craglawn, right there, and you can buy Indrik mounts. You get fragments from them, and you got so many, you mash them together. It's a good way of getting a good collection going. Yeah, that is it. I'm going to stop talking now. People have shown up to help. Sweet, I'm going to crack on. I'll catch you guys next time.